The story fast-forwards to the weapons exchange room, where Jang Yi was telling the man that he was here to redeem the ALDS-2 suits. The man informs him that he currently has 420 million points on his card, and that there is no limit to how many battle suits he can buy. He then asks if he wants to continue with the purchase. Hearing that, Jang Yi stops to think for a moment about whether he should spend all those points on these suits. After thinking over everything, he decides to check other things in the armory before purchasing the suits and tells the man to check if he has enough authority to redeem compound number 5. The man informs our hero that compound number 5 requires level A redemption authority and 100 million redemption points, and he meets these conditions. He asks if he would like to purchase it, to which Jang Yi tells him he wants to redeem one while thinking that it would be better for him to buy this instead, take it to the shelter, and let Zhou Qier and Lu Karen analyze its ingredients to see if they can produce it themselves. As the man was preparing his order, Jang Yi asks what other compounds they have. The man informs him that they have compound number 1, which increases the probability of awakening by 20% and can be redeemed with 150 million points. Compound number 2, which strengthens abilities and can help mutants evolve to a certain extent, but its effect is limited by the user's own qualifications and is unpredictable. It costs 120 million points. Compound number 4, a military-grade stimulant that can increase the strength of a mutant by 20% within 12 hours of use. However, the side effects are significant and may include dizziness, vomiting, and dehydration. It costs 20 million points. After hearing the details, Jang Yi inquires why the man skipped compound number 3. The man tells him that compound number 3 isn't on the redemption list. Hearing that, Jang Yi asks for the reason and why the prices of these drugs are so high. Bailey Chongqing responds, saying that if he becomes a member of the Blizzard City investigation team, he will get much better pricing, and some materials that aren't available to the public can also be purchased. Hearing that, Jang Yi asks him to redeem everything for him, saying he will transfer the funds to his account later. However, Bailey Chongqing tells him that's not going to work, as to exchange such special items, one must be registered in the system. So even if he wants to, he can't buy the things for him. Hearing that, Jang Yi gets disappointed and tells the man to just exchange all the points for the drugs while thinking that he shouldn't worry too much about these suits. He is sure the commander will definitely give them to him when he goes to fight the Eclipse Moon. So, it would be better to exchange the points for the potions and give them to Lu Karen and Shou Karen so they can research them and, if possible, recreate these potions themselves. After some time, his order gets ready, and the man tells him that his total came to 390 million points and hands him his things. Jang Yi puts everything in his space and tells Bailey Chongqing that if there isn't anything else left to do, he will head back to Tianhai City. Hearing that, Bailey tells Jang Yi that the people from the Samsara team happen to be back today, so it would be better for him to meet them first and then ask permission from the commander to leave for Tianhai City. However, Jang Yi tells him he doesn't want to do that, as he isn't the captain of the team, so he's not in a hurry to see them. Hearing that, Bailey tells Jang Yi that there is no one more suited to be the captain. But even if he isn't a captain, he wanted to introduce him to the captain of the Samsara team, as he is his good friend. Hearing that he was Bailey's friend, Jang Yi agrees to go with him to see who this person was. After some time, both of them are seen coming out to meet with the team and see a huge crowd of people already waiting for the Samsara team to arrive. As they walk toward them, Jang Yi overhears the crowd calling the Samsara team the pride of the common people, unlike the Celestial team. They say that Gao Changkong is their pride and is much more powerful compared to Deng Shenong, as, unlike Deng, Gao came from an ordinary family but still managed to achieve everything on his own. Seeing how everyone is reacting, Jang Yi is stunned, while Bailey asks if he now sees how big of a star the captain of the Samsara team is. To this, Jang Yi comments that shouldn't these people be working instead of wasting their time like this? Bailey Chongqing tells him that the girls waiting for the team to arrive are either from families engaged in high-end professions who earn enough points to support themselves or are just desperate to try their luck with the captain. He comments that what they are doing is quite risky because if they don't save enough points due to skipping work, they will have to sleep on the street. They won't even have points left to buy food, hot water, or electricity. Seeing how much this person is loved, Jang Yi recalls that Gao Changkong, who is currently the captain of the Samsara team, was the one who dominated the country before the apocalypse and later entered the NBA, playing for the Akaji Red Suns. He asks Bailey Chongqing if he was talking about that Gao Changkong and hears him confirm it, calling him an amazing person. Seeing how famous he is, Zhang Yi comments that no matter before or after the end of the world, he is outstanding and dazzling. Eventually, the armored vehicle arrives with Gao Chong, and the crowd goes even louder upon seeing him. Zhu Yung also comes out to greet Gao Chong in the city along with his guards. Eventually, Gao Chong steps out of the car, and as he stands in front of everyone, the girls start screaming for him.